let me get started here. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Business Book Cafe, where you can learn from fellow authors what's working for them to profit from their book. You're bound to discover new ways that you might make more money from your book, too. I'm your host, Cindy Carruthers, also known as the Beyond Book Sales Coach. And today I am thrilled to welcome one of my favorite people in the whole world, Sherita T. Sparrow. One of my business besties and never fails to inspire, stretch, motivate, challenge, push me, pull me. I'm so happy to have you. Sherita is known as the Art Master, and she's the author of 2 books, Boss Artist, Self-Made, Self-Paid, and The Healing Artist. She's worked many years and continues to do so with the elderly and individuals with special needs, helping them to unleash their inner creativity, spark their joy, and heal their souls. She now teaches others also to do the same. Her latest book started as a companion to the course she teaches, but is extremely useful for those who are caregivers or family or friends of individuals that are elderly or have special needs. And they want to connect with those individuals in a different way. I also personally found that working through the exercises in the book opened my eyes to some inner healing that I needed to do. Sherita, welcome.
Hey, thank you so much for that welcome. That was beautiful. I was like, wow.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure. Hey, the first thing I'd like you to do is tell us a little bit about what led you to write your books? What prompted you? What started you to think you wanted to write a book for business?
Well, I had someone approach me about writing a book, and it was being a part of a group program for writing books. And, I really had not really thought about writing a book. I never imagined I would, but I thought, let me try it. And after writing it, I'm so glad I did because I realized, wow, I really had something to share. And I really enjoyed being able to put out my thoughts and my like words of wisdom, I guess, about being a creative and using your creative skills to heal other people. So that's kind of like what got me to like jumpstart into the author path.
Okay. Why don't you tell us, the listeners, viewers, a little bit about how you're marketing your book? Like what's working, what didn't work, what have you tried, what did you like?
Well, one of the things that I really enjoy doing, it's stressful, but it's fun. And it is doing the 3-part training series. So I do a Facebook Live. I did it at the very beginning of my book launch. So that was like the big, virtual book signing, because now we're doing everything virtually at this moment. So I did a 3-part training series where I offered tips from my actual book. And then I also did some signings. So I signed books live on Facebook. And it was so much fun. People were jumping on, they were engaging, we were sharing information and talking and just really having a good time with the whole launch of the book and the purpose behind it, which is using art to heal others.
Okay. I was there. It was a lot of fun.
It was.
It really was a lot of fun. And so how did you plan to monetize the Healing Artist from the beginning? Or did you? And if so, how did you?
Yeah, so this time I was a little bit more strategic. This is my second book. My first book, I kind of was just like not really sure how to go about it. But my second book, I thought, you know what, I'm really going to be strategic about how I'm launching my book and how I'm going to monetize it. So I really did sit down and think about, okay, what am I going to do to get the book out there, to launch it? And also, how am I going to be able to increase my book sales and also just increase the reach and the message? Because that's really the most important part, is getting your message out there. And so, yeah, I really did sit down this time and think about how I was going to do it.
That's a good point, because I talk about using your book to build your business, but it really is about increasing your reach, getting your message out there, helping other people to avoid some of the mistakes or to learn from what you've learned, and to encourage them to move forward. It's not all just about building your business. It's about, you hit the nail on the head, it's about spreading your message.
Yes.
So what was something unexpected that happened when you were writing, marketing, launching your book, figuring out how to monetize it? Something you didn't expect to happen happened. What was that? Or what one was
Uh,
it? Pick one of them, because I'm sure a number of things happened. So,
well, it's so funny. As soon as I gave like a teaser, so one of the things that I love to do is create like little trailers or little like book trailers or little book sneak peek preview of the book is coming out soon. So I made like a little mini video and I posted it on social media. And just from that alone, I had people reach out to me for speaking gigs, to do webinars and to do special virtual events. And that was really exciting. And I was like, wow, I haven't even really like fully launched a book. I just kind of gave a little sneak peek of what's coming soon. And that just automatically gave me some opportunities just started flowing to me, which was really exciting.
yeah,
Yeah.
I love the things that can happen. I think there was a line in your book about your art, your creativity has opened doors that you didn't even know were there. I can't quite remember the exact quote, but that's precisely what you're talking about. Is you don't even know the opportunities that are out there, and
Yes.
putting a book out shows you, not just opens the doors that you are looking for, but also maybe some of them that you're not looking for, you don't even know you should be looking for. So that's kind of fun. I like hearing about that.
Right.
So, um, well, we're breezing through this here, and I know that you've shared a couple of different ideas and strategies that you've used. Can you give us maybe one small action step, a baby step, for somebody to get started on what it is that you have done, similar to what you've done, and who it might be appropriate for? Maybe, maybe not everybody wants to do a Facebook Live, but for those who might, who are those people and how would they get started with it, or whatever else you want to talk about?
Well, one of the things about being an author, it really does require you to step outside the box. So I guess I'll break this up according to like individuals who are introverts versus individuals who are introverts and or extroverts and introverts. And the reason why I say that is because believe it or not, I am an introvert. I can be very shy at times and really not put myself out there. So I really had to push to launch my book and to really get out here. So doing this interview with you, Cindy, is a big deal. It's a really big deal and it's exciting and it's something that really is pushing me outside of my comfort zone because I'm so much about being behind the scenes and not really trying to get out there and do interviews. And I've done podcast and I actually have like a whole virtual book tour sign registered for doing different interviews and podcasts. So I guess my tip would be that if you're an introvert, just take those baby steps. Do one podcast, do one interview, whether it's live or it's pre-recorded. Maybe do a pre-recorded one, that way you can kind of like edit it, right? But
Or do it over and over and over again until you're happy with it.
yeah,
Yeah.
no one has to know that you cut out stuff, right?
Mhm.
So, but you want to get your message out there, and getting your message out there really is about um, being out on social media and being on these different platforms to share what you do, because that's the only way anyone's ever going to know that you're doing something awesome is if you share it. So as an introvert, it may be a little bit nerve-wracking. You may have that high anxiety, but just know that you're doing something that's way bigger than yourself. You're doing something that is going to inspire other people and really help them along their journey and whatever it is that you're sharing. So introverts, definitely take the little baby steps. Do a pre-recorded video if you have to, um, to get your message out there. And then for the extroverts, just do it. I mean, you guys have that whole like, confidence and vibe of just being out there and and lots of joy and excitement. So for extroverts, just go out there and do the podcast, do the different interviews, do three-part training series. It's fun.
I think there's two things that really struck me from what you just said, and that's really key, and the first one is keep the objective in mind, that it's really to get your message out there, that regardless of how scared or introverted or extroverted or whatever, it is about getting your message out there, reaching people, and that'll help you kind of take those steps. And the second was you didn't get back to it, but you'd mentioned it earlier, was the fact that you've done a trailer. So if you're an introvert
Yeah.
and you don't want to be on stage or anything like that, make a book trailer, put it out there, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, whatever it happens to be, of the book, and whatever. And I'm sure they can go to your website and see what you did as a book trailer. You don't have to peer in it. It can just be like the book's front and center. So nobody has to see you. All you have to do is make it and put it out there. So you don't have to go on a podcast yet.
Yeah.
But it's a big.
Right.
It'll help you too. So I both of those things came to my mind as we talked about that. I know that Sherita has a lot to offer, and I would suggest that everybody head over to her website at some point and check out what she does. She helps people who are art professionals and practitioners, but she also has a lot of stuff for individuals, things like paint parties and merchandise, really cool sneakers. So I would highly encourage you to go to thefeatherstouch.com, is it the Feathers Touch? Yes, it's the Feathers with an S touch.com, and I'll drop it in the comments below so that you can take a look at that. And if you want to buy her book, which I also highly encourage you to do, The Healing Artist, can be found on bossartistbook.com, and I'm trying to make sure I enunciate that. I'll put it in the notes as well. She's got a special pricing for launch with a number of really cool bonuses, and I would very much encourage you to go there. She's like I said, she's got some really, really good stuff there as well. Sherita, you wanted to mention one of your special bonuses that you had?
Yeah, so when you go to thebossartistbook.com and you purchase the Healing Artist book, you're also going to get the Healing Artist Art Journal. It's going to be a free download to you, but I'm going to show you what the actual physical copy looks like. This is what the physical copy looks like. And inside this journal, this is the perfect opportunity where you can do self-reflection steps in here. Anything that you've learned in this book, there's self-reflection steps that relate to the book. There's also doodle pages, so you can doodle and draw. So anything that inspired you from the book, you can do a visual interpretation inside this book as well too. So you're going to get a free download of all the pages that are in this Healing Artist Art Journal, and it also includes templates. So I include projects in this book, and I include the instructions, and I include the templates in here too. Okay, so you're gonna love that, and you're gonna get that for free. Plus, of course, I'm going to sign your book personally if you purchase it at thebossartistbook.com.
Okay, good. Well, before we go, are there any last words of wisdom that you want to share with everybody about marketing your book?
Yes. So one of the things about marketing your book, and then just even writing your book in general, is that sometimes you'll find yourself in like writer's block, or you're not sure where to start when it comes to writing your book. So one of the tips that I love to share is that when I first started writing my book, especially my first book, I didn't know how to start it. I didn't know where to start, what I was going to talk about. So I just started recording myself, and I just pressed record and I just started talking. And then things just started flowing. And then after that, I listened back to the recording and I typed it into my document, and I started to see how things were starting to go, and I was able to like change things around and really add to it. So that's a great way to jumpstart your journey on writing. And then also when it comes to marketing your book, just write out what your plan is going to be. Write out, what are some steps you want to take, or who are some people that you would love to be on their podcast or on their virtual talk show or interview platform. And just really start thinking about those people and then finding ways to reach out to them.
All right. Well, Sherita's given us some action steps. I'm not going to go over them again right now. But I would like to say that if you've gotten any real insight or even some slight insight, I'd love to hear from you guys. Please drop a comment drop some words in the comment section and about the insights that you've gotten. I'd love to hear them. And if you are an author who uses or plans to use a book for your business, I'd love to have you on as a guest as well. Please DM me to see if we are a good fit. Hopefully we will be able to host you here on the show. We're right now scheduled to go every other week. So our next one is Friday the 19th at noon. But if I get an overwhelming group of people who have wonderful words of wisdom to share, I would love to do this every week because I think there's a lot of people out there that have a message to share that are not sure of how to market their book and are not sure how to make money with it. And these insights of what's working right now for real authors can make a difference to people. So if you have a book, please connect with me and hopefully we'll see you here. If you enjoyed this show, then please share it with everybody else. And if you'd like to connect with Sherita, there's a link to her website, thefeatherstouch.com. And also, if you'd like to buy her book, bossartistbook.com, please go there and check those out. I want to thank Sherita for coming on and sharing what she's doing. It's been really great, and I've had a really good time. You're a great guest, and one would never know that you were at all introverted because you are fabulous at this. And I want to thank everybody for watching, and whether it's live or it's on the replay, I'm glad you're here, and I look forward to seeing you the next time. Again, Friday the 19th at noon right here on More From Your Book. So thank you for joining Sherita and me here at the Business Book Bistro. Bye for now.
Bye. Thank you, Cindy.
Oh, my pleasure. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.